This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Borak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
Data.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question. You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
Of course, I'm properly switched on. Having depressed the activator button, what else would you expect?
I messed up. Sorry, welcome back to another stream. Messed up. Forgot to put the thumbnail up. Let's do it now. Let's put the thumbnail up. Watching me working live. Right, here we go. Welcome to the... Let's put me up. Welcome to the new KP7050. 7050, so 700 by 500 or 70 centimeters by 50. K for K40. Alright, number 11. So been out, did the stream already, a bit more stream before. If to be or not to be, that is a question. If we're going swimming or not.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
State your program requirements. They will be implemented when capacity is available.
Okay, so what's it all about? Well, we're basically unshackling ourselves from K40, but we're honouring it. Don't know, is that the right word? No. Throw back to it, from it. Without it, we wouldn't be doing this, probably. Okay, so let's get on with it. Here we go. So more work on this one. I could only find out how to get right. So more work on this one. So first let's sort these panels out. Let's give it a nice colour that is based off existing colour. Lightweight colour, sort of like that. Let's have a look. Okay, that's one of those. So we've got colour. Okay, I better do some more. Did I make it? I obviously didn't make it into a thingy bob. Yeah, I didn't make it into a... let's come out of there. Oh, I did. I made it into that one. Right. Okay, let's carry on. That's it. Let's just hide the rest of the model so we can colour it in properly. This is when you were a baby, why your parents gave you colouring books. Ah, I've done a mistake. Okay. Dude, a mistake. Always a mistake. Very easy to get carried away and make a mistake. Ooh la la. Okay, so we're done. Right, we're done. Okay, so we've got some panels. Now the problem is they're not transparent. They need to be semi-transparent. So we'll edit that colour. We'll make it transparent. A little shade of amber. That's it. So we know it's amber. Okay, right. So we need to steal a bit more. Steal a bit more table space because we're going to make it at least 700 by 500. At the minute we got 489, so we need a little bit more space. I think we can do it. Alright, let's just make a new layer. PSU. Let's put that in the PSU layer. Hide the PSU. Right, so I think when I place this, yeah, I placed it in the middle where there's no fixing, so it can definitely come over. So it needs to go over. Don't know what the size of it is. So it's 40 mil, so it's 20 to the middle. So it needs to go over another 10. Let's try another 10. Let's try another 10. And if we do that, we've got to move the mirror with it. I noticed my last live stream, about 25-minute section, audio failed. At about 4 hours to 4 hours 28, something like that. Apologies for that. It's a weird fault and I don't know what it is. It happens sometimes. Very strange. So if I move that over, what did I say it was? 10 mil. So that should be, yeah, that should be about right. So we've gained 10 mil. Gonna have to, yeah, that's a bit of a problem there. We'll have to sort that bracket out. So we need to get it back a bit there. Maybe we can move this over a little bit once we've gained what we want. Okay, so let's look at it. End on. Right, so we can move this back another bit. So everything has to evolve from something. So I'll put it there like that. Okay. Let's have a look at what we've got now. Right. So 10, 18, so I'll go up that way, 14 mil. Okay, 14 mil. Right, let's come down here. What we'll have to do, that's as far as we can get it there. Won't alter the bottom one yet. We'll move the carriage over. Come on to its side. We'll move this carriage over now. far as we can get it. Right, so as far as we can get it. And that's probably going to be it right about there. Really. Okay, let's look at it from above again. Ah, that's a shame. Right, so there's a bit of a problem here. The mirror hits. But if that mirror's high enough to leave up the top, let's have a look sideways on. Right, so that's okay, yeah. So the mirror can go in a bit. Because even if we have another one of these above, it's at the side, so we can afford to come in. Because there'll be a panel, a 6mm panel in the middle, so we can afford to come. Yeah, we can afford to go over a bit more because it'll miss the cross member. So we can afford to come into about there, just like that. Okay, that is okay. So we can afford to come in a bit more. Right, let's go a bit more. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Just make sure you haven't moved it now. Okay. Just measure it now. What have we got? 503. So we've got 3mm to play with. 503, and we might as well make it to the extreme. 714. So let's see if we can't go further over. We'll leave it at that. So what we'll do, we'll change it. 714 by 503. Oh, I've deleted the whole thing. Hang on. Cut. Okay, so we've got a little bit more out of it. I'm sure we can get more either side. Okay. Right, let's bring that up to there. Okay, so we've got a tube there. Now on the tube, we're losing a bit with the clamp, the way it's clamped. So what's to say it has to be clamped there and there? It could be clamped up here, or on an angle so it doesn't extrude past it. Extrude. Extend past it, and these can be smaller. We can do things, we can countersunk the fixing in this and drop it in and just fasten it straight through. Or no, I'll tell you what, countersunk it, drop the fixing in, screw it with a T-nut and make sure it's below the level, and then put your tube in after. So yeah, this can be got rid of, basically. Can be got rid of. Okay. Right, let's look at it from the other direction now. Alright, is that from the back? No, that's from the back. I didn't know we could do it from the back. How come we're doing it from the back? I didn't know I had a back. Is that the back? Front? Oh, it is the back. All this time I thought I couldn't look at it from the back when I can. That's funny. Funny. Very funny. Right, so what have we got here? Let's have a look. So what's stopping us? The motor is stopping the mirror. So let's see if we can't move this somewhere. So in order to see this, let's put it back where it was. Right, let's put it back. The carriage. Let's move the carriage. Oops, what am I doing? Right, so move the carriage. Something like that. Oh, we can leave it there like that, that's fine. I'll tell you what, we'll move it where we said we're going to put it. Like that. Okay. Right, now we'll look at it from the end. This end. Now, what can we do with this? What can we do to get some more space out of it? Just check my audio, make sure. Make sure it's not breaking up like it was on the last stream. Right. So we've got a lens and we're missing a piece here. We're missing. Right, so yeah, we're missing a bit. So this motor can't really go, it can't go underneath because we've had it there. It can't sort of go anywhere else. So it's got to go where it is. It could go higher, I suppose. No. Yeah, it could go higher. It could go higher, but look a bit weird. I'm trying to keep it compact, so we don't want to do that. And the beam, we could inch it over and just skip past there. But then when we try to align it up, we'll be hitting the motor. We don't want to strike the motor with the laser, really. It won't hurt it, but so there's nowhere to put that motor, is it? Couldn't go on the side. Can't go on the side because it's got to feed it that way. It's got to run up and down this runner. The wheels have got to run up and down the runner. It's got to run up and down this runner like it is. And this mirror is just in the way there. Now you could raise the laser up a bit. I suppose you could raise it up, but then you're taking your focal point up with it. Okay, so what about down? Could you go down? So the motor's on top. Well, if you did down, you'd have to lower the back bit. Right, so you'd have to lower the back thing so the tube is within. No, that wouldn't work, would it? So you don't want it in the way of anything. You always want it from above. It's got to be from above. Right, so we've got our 700mm. It will go over if we want it to gain a bit more space. We've just got enough room there just to push that over. But so we could probably gain a bit. Let's not try to gain too much from there. We've already got what we want, so we'll leave it at that. Leave it at that. Right, let's sort out the rest of this stuff. It's not quite the right colour, but I don't want it too too opaque. So we'll leave it like that, and what I've got to work out now is the canopy side of it, I suppose. Oh, check the sizes now. Let's check sizes. Let's write down a cutting list. Right, so we're going to go from here all the way over to here. $770. So we've got 770 there. Yeah, so 770. So one there, one there. Let's do a cutting list. We'll put the cutting list over here. Right, let's just do a rectangle. Make it sort of that size. Let's make it 300 by 300, and we'll do some text on it. So we want 2 times 770, and it's that'll do. 2 at 70. Right. Just got to go for 2 seconds, wait there, back in a minute. Right, we're back. There you're back. Oh dear. Okay. Right, 2 at 770. That gives us 230 mil. Right, let's see what else we got here. Let's measure something else. And that's a full length as well. So that's another 770. Another 770 there. Yep, so it's 4 at 770 so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll edit that. You can't edit it, by the way. You have to write it in again. So 4 times 770. I'll just put it there and delete the other one. Okay. 4 at 770. What else? So we've got the 4 there. Now we want the cross members. Let's measure these. Right, so 940. So that's 940. Is this 940? No, it isn't. So you've got 940 on that one. We've got 940 on this one. Looks like it. Right, so 2 at 940. No, we've got another one, third one. 3 at 940. Okay. So 3 times 940. Right, save that. Okay, what's next? Let's have a look. So we've got 1, 2, 3 at 940. And these bottom 2 next. These are a bit longer. Let's get it around from the other way. Alright, let's see what these are. $980. So we've got 980 at the front bottom and the back bottom. Okay. So 2 times 980. Okay, so we've got some weird sizes. Now they come as 1 meter length, so we're going to have to alter that. So let's have a look at the rest. So there is no rest at the minute, it's just that one there, the gantry one. The gantry one, so let's sort that gantry one out. That's actually a little bit less, isn't it, by this amount. And the fixings are actually touching it. They're touching it there, but we use different fixings, some panhead ones. We'll use them. Panhead ones. I'll redesign that into a panhead. Let's see what space we've got there. Well, I'll go from that one all the way to this one. 920.88, so it's not quite what we're after. Right, 920 plus 88. Let's go from this one. See if we've messed up somewhere. Hang on. Where is it? That's slightly different. So 920 point, yeah, we're a little bit out on that, so we have to sort that out. 920.85, right. Don't like odd amounts. 920.85, let's have a look at that. So 1 at 920.85. Weird size. Okay. So let's see what we've got left over. See what we've got left over. Is there, oh, the upright ones. Let's measure the upright ones. Upright ones. Where am I? 230. So we've got one there, two. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 at 230 at the minute. 4 at 230. So 4 times 230. Right, now they're going to be left over that one off that same part. But you can't get exactly these sizes because you've got the thickness of the saw blade or whatever you're cutting it, so I'm going to have to accommodate for that. Right, so we've got all the bits, so we should have, I've got 10 lengths, so 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 lengths, so just got enough. Just got enough, but not enough to build the canopy to go upright. So, oh no, we've got some leftover bits here. So let's have the right. So we'll call it. Right, let's just see what we got left. So we got 3 at 940, 3 at 60mm left over from there. Let's put these in the list. Put these over, and then we can work out this is what we left over. Then we've got 2 at 20mm, less the saw blade width. And then we've got 1 at 80mm, 79mm, 1 at 79. Okay, so I've got 1 at 79. These little bits, you can't do anything with these little bits. Now what we don't want to do is we need to make it so if we've got 980, 2 at 980, they might as well be a metre long. You're not going to cut them off and mess around with the edge. So whichever one's a 980, we need to see what we can do with it. That's the gantry. These are the bottoms, I think, or the tops. Got 4. Yeah, these are the ones that the depth That's the depth and that's the offcut that you used for the uprights. These three are 940. So we've got room to increase these two. So this one should be able to be done at full size. Should be. Let's see if we can alter them. Right, let's try and find them again. Which ones were they? Ah, they're these ones that down here. These front and back. So let's do that then. Let's yeah, because we reduced it by so 980. Yeah, we reduced it by 10 mil. Is that right? 980. Let's have a look. Let's just check again. I should put the sizes off this really. Where is it? Here it is. 980. So, yeah, because we've got 20 mil there and 20 mil at the back. So, we'll keep it like that, I think. So we need to stretch it over. Need to move it over. Oh, it's only 10 mil, isn't it? 980. 20 mil. So we've got 20 mil here, 20 mil over there. So we need to move it over just 20 mil, really. Let's do that now then. Let's do it. We can move that over 20 mil. Okay, we've got to move that and that over 20 mil. Can we move that? No. That and that over 20 mil. Okay. Right, now this one over 20 mil. That one over 20 mil. Okay. Right, so then we need to move extend this by 20 mil. Okay. And this one over here by 20, these two by 20 mil. Oops. 20 mil. And this, oh, it's done them too. They must have been, yeah, copies of each other. Okay, so we've got 3 at 20 mil, right. Okay. So now we've got to move this over by 20 mil. This gives us a bit more cutting area, doesn't it, as well? Right, this got to go. No. Over by 20 mil. Okay. And this has got to go by 20 mil. Saves us cutting two pieces of. So move that by 20 mil. And this one by 20 mil. Okay. Rightio. So what we got next? So we've gained 20 mil. Anything else that needs to be? Yeah, the side panels. So we'll go on to this. We'll move it over. Move these two over by 10 mil. And extend this by... Right, that might have been a mistake. Extend this by 10 mil. Is it 20 mil or 10 mil? 10 mil. Okay, so we've got 10 mil there. So we're lined up there, that's it, we're okay. Yeah. Alright, so we got that sorted. We're sorted. What's next? What is next? Save it. So we've got to update our cutting list now. Update the cutting list. Now we're 2i. So what have we altered? This one. So all we've got, yeah, we've altered that now. So let's put that one back in. So 2 times 1000 millimeters. Let's get rid of that one. We've got rid of the scrap. So there's not two lots left, there's none. Right, so we've extended the 3 by 20 millimeters, I think. Did we? So these 3 should be... So you've got 1, 2, 3, they should be there at different size. $960. Right, should they 960 now? 3 at 960 instead of 940. Right, so let's change that. 3 times at 960. So get rid of that. Put that. Oops. Why can't I move it? Oh. Dear me. Alright. Three at 960. And then we've got 3 bits at 40 mil. 3 times 40 mil left. Three times 40 mil. Right. And we did the gantry. Right, this needs to be a known length. I don't like odd sizes. But it will be an odd size, but we'll have to space it. Will we, or do we not? Depends on what size. Depends on what size you make. You make the plastic out of. At the minute I've got 6 mil. 6 mil plastic. So you could put a washer. Right, so you don't want a washer there. So it's bolted. It's bolted to there. We need to change them for low profile fixings. Yeah, so we're going to have to work that out, because if this space is slightly off, then this wheel's going to be in the wrong place. It's going to be bowing the thing out. So it needs to have some kind of adjustment that way. So whether you shim it up or washer it, something like that. Something needs to be adjustable. Anyway, we'll keep it as it is. It's not quite right. There's a bit of play in it. Let's sort that play out. I don't like arbitrary amounts. Let's have a look. So they got that. Let's bang on there. Let's go to the other end. Go to the other end. Now this one, I don't know if this one's bang on either. No, it's inside, look. Let's find out how far in it is. View, X-ray. You can't always see it once you've done it to X-ray. No, I can't see it. Hang on, if we do to monochrome. Right, where's the... You can't see it. No, you can't see it, I can no longer see it. Yeah, it's only there, you can see that the fact that it's in. So how do I measure it? There to there, 0.15. Okay. 0.15, it's 0.15 too much. .15 too much. 0.15. Okay, so that should be bang on again. Actually, yeah. Are they too far in? Too far out, aren't they? Yeah, too far out. So I need to push them over by 0.15. That's better. Yeah. That's it. So that's sorted. And we haven't moved the plastic, that's fine. Right, okay. So now we know exactly what size this has to be. Sort of, once we've measured it. Too heavy. Alright, so 940.85. Oh well, it is what it is. 940.85, okay. So this one's going to be 1 times 940.85. Get rid of that one. So we're going to end up with 1 at 79. No, get rid of that. We're going to end up with, do the maths, 59.25. So 1 times 59.25. No, 59.15. But you've got to minus the saw blade width, so yeah. But this is the size without the saw blade width. Okay. So you've got leftover 4 at 230 we've used. We've got 3 at 40 mil. No use. 2 at a metre there as stock sizes. So we've got to chop off 59.15 off the end of one of them. 4 at so yeah, we've got no material left. When I say we've got none, we've got 3 at 40 mil. That's it. Unless we lower the bed, we'll have some more. But right, let's see what else we can do about this. See what else we can do about this. All right. Let's hide these panels a minute. All right. So we're way up in the air. Don't need to be that high in the air, do we? Of course not. We've got our pass-through bed 40 mil above the deck. Oh, let's do our new cutting area. New cutting area. Right, let's sort out this new cutting area. Now we've widened it. If we don't move that, so we need to bring this over here. Actually, it needs to come with this. Alright, that needs to be joined with that. Group. So we should be able to bring this over now. Alright, so over to here. And will that be able to guide under? Probably not, I don't know. No, it'll probably get to about there, won't it? Right, so we get to there. Okay, let's see now. Just have a listen to the audio. Yeah, it goes funny. That stream go funny. Right. So there's a lot of space here, which is a bit weird. Right. So that's just what's stopping that getting closer. That bracket there. There's nothing under this side. So we could put that bracket underneath. Put that bracket underneath and allow us to go further over. So I think we'll do that next. And then we'll be able to flip it around the other way, actually. That's a good idea. Right, so we'll come down 20 mil. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll flip it to start with. Right, we'll flip it along. Try the red. No. Undo, flip. Flip along the green. Yeah. Flip along the green, we'll see where it is. And because we flipped it, we need to go up 20 mil. Up 20 mil. I think it's 20 mil. Okay. So we're underneath now instead of on top. That's oh no, we've gone too far. Ah, we haven't allowed for the 3 mil thickness of this. So let's go down 3 mil. Okay. No, still not enough. What? Hang on. Undo close, undo move. Let's move it down 6mm then. Alright, 6mm gonna do it. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough, that's it, 6mm. Okay, so it's nicely underneath there. We've got rid of a bit of the overhang here. And we're still lower than the top of this, so we're not getting in the way of our laser beam. Okay, which should allow us to go over a bit if we want to. Because the laser is going to hit centre, so we can still go that way a bit if we want. And don't forget that will be drilled through, and fastened to a T-nut, 2 T-nuts or 4, probably 2, and then you just move it wherever you want it. Right, and now that'll allow us to go over, if we do above a view, and right, so we can go, there's enough room for the wheels now to come right over. So we should be able to move it over. Hang on. So that can come right up to there now. Up till about there. I think we could, tell you what we'll do, we'll leave that one where it is a minute. Now we can move that over, because the beam is going to hit, it's way over here. Let's move that over. So the beam will just skimp past the back of the motor. Maybe. Let's give it like that. Right, that's it. Now this one can then snugly fit into there. That's about as far as it'll go. You dare go. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look at it. Oh, we haven't forgot to push that one with it as well. Oh, these are actually touching. But that bracket can go further back. Right, so what we'll do is we'll move this over by like that, almost to the edge. 8mm. I'll move this one over by 8mm. Okay. Right, so we're still missing it. We're still out of the way. I have to do something with this. I'll have to have different kind of bolts, panhead bolts, and put the fixings up. So we get, that's okay. Whichever way we need to do it. So we've got that. Okay, we can afford to come over a little bit more if we want. We can come over a bit more. About there. Right, okay. Right, so we got it about there. Yeah, we're lower profile now. We're low profile now, and we can that'll miss the material. Now we've got it come. That's cool in the extreme, but yeah, that's fine. I need to look at it from above a minute. Yeah, so that light goes like that. Beam from there to there. And we need a beam from let's sort the beam out. Let's get a beam from there going across to there. We need to move this one back a bit. It needs to go back until it meets the beam. Right. So 16.5. Oh, it's crashed. Okay. Fair enough. Right. It's getting bright this side of the house now. Warm. Whew. Got a bit of a shandy. It's quite a strong shandy though. It's a bit strong. Oh well. Right, if we wait for that to crash, so we're gaining what we can gain from it. Gonna have to put some fixings in as well, loads of the angles, fix it all up. So it'll be nice to be able to finally get the size we want and then be able to cut it down. And I've got to sort the bed out. The bed's got to be sorted out. Got an Easter egg today. Very bad for you, these things, very sweet. Yeah, it's very bright in here now, sun's blazing through. $25, should be getting a call in a bit. Just got the bug splat, come on. Right, let's run it again. Got to put this much work into it to get. I want to get it finished, the frame at least. It's going to be a long project, but at least I can get the frame and the gantries moving around about the place. If we can get the gantries moving, if we have to alter plastics, we have to alter plastics. Right, so I didn't get my last change, did it? Right, let's just move that. Until that line gets into the middle, about there. Okay. That's good. Really good at that. Let's see if we can't aim this. Can we aim it? Aim it from the mirror. Alright, should be able to aim it from this miller, from the miller. So that's, which one's going to sit where it is? Ideally this one's to get as far over as you can. But you've got to get your fingers around it to be able to spin it. Oh, you can spin it, there's enough on it. But the further this way we go, you can only go so far till you hit the stop. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll leave that like that. Right, so what about this bed now? The bed. So we've got the tube sat over in the groove. Yeah, and we've got, we can put the PSU on if we want. That's in the wrong place now. The PSU can be fastened. We need to keep this free, so we need to move that over 20mm really. Okay, so let's move over 20mm. I mean, it could go over more, but we'll leave the runner free. And you've got some space for a longer one if you want. Longer tube, more powerful tube. Right, what we're going to do about this bed, so there's your focal length. Let's just make sure that hasn't changed. Yeah, that's your focal length on this default K40 head. We've got clearance, let's look at it end on. Let's have a look, end on. Is that it? Yeah, end on. So you can see there's nothing in the way now. So you could have a pass through, but there's no need for this to be this high up really. There's no need for it to be that high in the air, other than the fact that we're using the offcuts. We're using the offcuts, yeah, which are, let's just make sure they're the right ones. I think these are wrong, aren't they? Let's just measure those again. It's 230. So the 230. Yeah, so 4 at 770, it gives you 230 left for the uprights. Less the blade width. Right, so less the blade width. Let's go back to it. Hang on. So there's your blade, there's your, so it's gonna, ideally all I want to do is shove through here a piece. This 40mm will be the pass through. So we need something that's 40mm. Right, let's just change the bed size now that we can cut. Yeah, let's see what we can cut now. So yeah, you can get a bit closer probably if so look at this. So the wheel goes in there. It's fastened like that. Yeah. Okay. So it's about as far as we can get it that way. Got to allow for the pass through and the gantry. Somehow the gantry's got to be taken care of. The gantry, which it's not allowed to get in the way of the laser. So we're gonna have to sort that out as a while. Okay. Right. Okay. So gonna need some more of this stuff, I think. More materials. Good job I bought 2 lots, so I wouldn't have had a chance in hell. So what's left? Right, 3 at 40 and 1 at 59. So that could be cut to 40 if I wanted 4 at 40. You could chop that to 40. But they're not going to be quite 40, are they? They're going to be a little bit less. They're going to be whatever the blade width is. No good relying on them, really. Right. So, what do I do? What do I do? The whole thing's high, tall. I don't need all this space, so it needs to come down. The whole thing needs to drop down. Now I've got, if I use this as the top of the bed, the 40mm, then I can engrave I can engrave anything from above 40mm down to the base. But ideally we'll have to get an adjustable, it's going to have to get an adjustable one of these ultimately in the end. Adjustable focus length. It's quite adjustable. Or adjustable bed. Or both. So if we have it based off of this, if you want to go lower, you'd have to pack these up in the air. But then the focal length's got you anyway. Yeah. Unless you're making a totally adjustable bed for the whole area. Anyway, let's find out what our new working size is. Let's sort that out. Our new working size. Alright, so the new working size will be out there, and right, it can go up a bit. Am I in? Yeah. It's weird why that's down there, isn't it? So 5mm, a bit more. 1mm. Let's say that one. Let's say that. No, let's go another one. Another 1mm. Yeah, that's about it. Right, so that's that one. Right. I need to go fully over now. Fully over on this one. As far as we dare go. As far as we dare go. It's going to be about there. Let's zoom in. Right. Can't see it, so it's about there. About there. Okay. About there, so let's come over a bit. About there, like that. Okay. Then fully forward now. Alright, fully forward. Fully forward, so alright, so it's gonna go all the way to the middle of the if you don't have, actually you could come forward all the way if you take the panel out. Take the panel out temporary. But we'll keep it in line with that, about there. Right, so that's as far as we dare go. Okay. So are we bang on? Are we sort of bang on already, aren't we there? Yeah, we're bang on already. So let's just push that back. Undo, close, undo, set insertion point. So we're already there. So let's measure the new working size. 783. That's nice. 783. That's good. By 510. I'm glad it's slightly over the 500. Right, 783 by 510. Done it again, haven't I? 783 by 510. So when we say it's a KP7050, we weren't joking. So it's a 7851. A 7851, whatever that is. We'll keep it 7050. Then if you can't quite get the space in, nobody's going to complain. Right, let's get back over to this now. Right, so it's the height now. We don't need all this height. Definitely don't need all this height anymore. But what we're going to do with the uprights, so we could halve the uprights and use them. We need 150 height. Well, that's only to clear that, so we'd probably put that somewhere else. Hide the PSU. Need a canopy over the top, so if we cut these in half, then we'll have the 4 going up for the height. Let's just move it. Let's move the whole lot down if we can. Oh, that is the whole lot. So 230. We said it was 230, didn't we? 230, yeah. So half a 230. We'll try half for starters. Half, so let's bring that down. Half a 230. 115. 115. I suppose we'd have to bring this as well down. 115. I have to bring these down by 115. Okay, what have we got now? What have we got now? Actually, yeah, so we'd have to cut. What we could do is probably make them smaller, so we can leave them the size they are. So we get that from, hang on, where do we get it from? The 770s. So it's 4 at 770, so it'll be these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll keep them as they are, I think. No, I don't know. Don't know. It's not. Right, so we've got that. Where's the... Oh, hang on, the laser head's over there, isn't it? That's 783, so if we move... What about if I move that back over 783? Is that going to be back where it started? Or something like... Yeah. Okay. So the gantry's back where it should be. We're still high. Still quite high if you look at it sideways on. Still high. So we're way high on it, aren't we? Way high. So what can we do about that? Depends on what you want it for at the end of the day. Depends what you're doing with it. I mainly want to cut 6mm acrylic. 6mm acrylic, that's what I want to cut. So 40mm high down here is enough to put a bed in there, a grill or whatever, proper bed. Right. So what do we do? Come down again? Half again. So what's that size? From there to there is 115. Then we've got 115 from here to there. Yeah. So half of 115. Let's come down again. Right. Half of 115. Well, let's just say come down 115mm, see what happens. No, come down 65mm. Oh, it's crashed. It's crashed. Right, I'll wait for that to crash out. It's very sunshiny today, it's red hot. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to get this lined up, working out. To me, if I can shove a piece of plastic through and just rest it on where it is and cut it, I'll be happy. But you might want to put other stuff in it. I don't really need an adjustable bed for what I'm doing with it. But you could alter that, as long as you keep the top and bottom the same. You could alter your sizes to whatever size you want, couldn't you? You could do that yourself, anyone could do that. Alter the size, whatever they're after. So ultimately, I need to find out what the depth of a normal bed is. You put a piece of aluminium or something across the bottom of the table, and put your grill, your meshed bed. Finally finished. Right, start it up again. Put your meshed bed in. The width of that needs to be just flat on the deck, doesn't it? So I've crashed a few times today. Right. Okay, so we're there, and I was about to knock this down again. I suppose what we need to do is basically, I just need to work out. I need to go from there, top of there, up 6mm. And I want to cut 6mm acrylic. So I just need to go in the middle of the acrylic, 3mm. And I need this piece here to come down just like that till I get to the middle. Hold the shift in all the way to there. That's it. That's the middle of my acrylic. Right, so that's quite a low profile, isn't it? Very low profile. Yeah. Right, so I can get rid of these two now. So that'll, if I look at it end on. Right, so there's my focus in the middle there. I can put a sheet in. Yeah, that's the focus. I've got a little bit of clearance there. I can actually put in, what size can I put? How wide can I put in? 960, so I won't quite get a... Shame I can't get a 1 meter wide sheet in. 1 meter wide sheet, that's a shame. So, would I swing these round? No. That depends how you're going to build it. Right, takes some working out. Even in a 3D model, takes some working out. So, have you ever seen a laser like this? It's almost... There's no room for the covers. So you could probably put a brush strip across the front of here, or some kind of rubber strip. A rubber blade all the way across that seals it up. So, how high is it? 11.5. Yeah, because it really, you don't. This little thing. Yes, if you polish all the mirrors up and put it on high sensitivity, high wattage, and you keep the water cool, you might just be able to cut thick material, but in reality you're only going to cut, a lot of people say cut 3mm acrylic. I've got 6mm, so I've got to cut through 6mm. I've got enough for 11mm, 11.5mm material. So really what needs to happen, I suppose, is instead of having an adjustable bed, what you want is an adjustable gantry. But then you've got to keep it all secure. Can't alter it. Once you've aligned it all up, you won't want to mess with it. So that's quite a low profile. What's missing? Why is it so low? Can't work out why it's so low. It shouldn't be that low, should it? So from the bottom of the table up to, let's have a look at it. Hang on, look at it from end on in parallel projection. Right, how deep is it? So it starts from there, goes up to whatever that is. Start from there, go up to there, top of the bracket. So 158 mil. 158 mil tall, so what's that? That's quite a small one. It's about, yes, quite small. It's just slightly bigger than the power supply. Okay. Anyway, I suppose you could build it to whatever size you want to finish it off at. So if we drill, we've got the structure in place for our hood, sort of. We need some cross members. So a few cross members. So you'd have to get some, you could just get some 2020. 4 lengths of 2020. And your lead can be the whole piece, the whole thing really. Unless you want to, yeah, you might contain it in. So your opaque plastic that won't let the laser through, so just shut it all down. Camera, you'd have camera on it, wherever you want camera. I don't know, there's so many things. So many ways of doing it. Anyway, we've got some sizes that would work. We've gained what we can gain out of it. So you need to box this area off. So if I could make this, if I shrank these ones here and shrank them by 20 mil, and then you could drill your 2 fixing holes straight through wherever you wanted them. Yeah, you just drill your holes where you want them. It's probably the best way. Then you could adjust your bed by, in fact what you could do is place these on a milling machine and drill your 20 mil holes every 20 mil. 2 holes, 2 holes, 2 holes, 2 holes, all the way up, and you just put it wherever you want. And you know, because it's on a milling machine, it's accurately done, and they'll be spot on. Yeah, so you could put them all the way up. So this is going to mess with our sizes a bit. So these sizes are the same. So instead of having that on top like it was, the only reason it's on top is to secure those legs. We don't need those legs like that. So we'll do that, but then all the weights on the bolts. That's fine. That's fine. So we would have had 1, 2, 3, 4 at 770. 770, yeah. So they're going to be less, a little bit less. So you could go higher then. You could actually go higher, and you could probably push that down all the way then. So so if we bring that in 40 mil, this will be longer by 40 mil. So 3 230, so higher by 40 mil. So 270. 270, and then so you could drop it, if it's higher by 40 mil, you could drop it down to the deck. And you could fasten them in. Not sure what the difference is, but you could shorten these runners then. So shorten them, but they're 100 mil, aren't they? Yeah, well, you could leave them the same length, so you could gain a bit of width here. Gain a bit of width, probably. Let's have a look. I haven't extended that one, have I? Right, let's see how big that is. It's getting like an oven in here at the minute. Right, I need to grow that one again. What size have we got here? Where is it? Oh. 780, 980. So 980. So what is the full? I can't remember what the full length is now. There's 2. What is it? 2 at 1,000. Where are they? Where are they? Can't remember where they are now. Where's the 2 at 1,000? Ah, it's probably that one. Oh, I don't know. I'm losing track now. Losing track of it. Let's just hide the desk a minute. IKEA table. Oh. Design B. Okay. Cut. Paste in place. Right. Design B. IKEA table. That's it. Cutting size, cutting area A. Right, okay. So, what's that one? Let's have a look at that one. I ought to write on them really. Write on the side of them with a label. So I can find out what the length is of them. Put a little label on the side. $960. So we've got 960 there. I think we better turn this into a different. My eyes are starting to go funny with all these stripes. All these stripes are making my eyes go stagnant. Stigman. Right, so that one is the end of it there. So that could come all the way down. Yeah, all the way down there instead of. And that could come all the way down there and make this cross member smaller. Might as well. And we've got 3 points. Right, so we could do that. Don't know what the advantage is, but anyway, let's do it. So this one is all the way over. So that would have to be shrunk. Let's just do it. Oh, I need to find the ones that are 1 meter long already. Where are they? Have I got none left that are 1 meter long? Two at 1 meter, that's the front and back. Yeah, that was the bottom ones. That was these. So they're 980. 980 because it's this one goes all the way. And this one doesn't, because it... Yeah. 980, yeah. So... Okay, so we could gain a little bit more then. So that one needs to go back to being... Right, hang on, let's make it unique. It's already unique. Right, something's not unique, I don't know what it is. So. Right. No, it is unique. Right, it is unique. I don't know why it's being that. So that would stay like that. Yeah, oh no, it would go back to the meter. And I've got to make sure the ones on top can be long enough to reach. Yeah, they would be. Save cutting them. Right, let's maybe. Yeah. Okay, we'll save cutting them. I'd rather not cut them. Trying to cut them square is not an easy job. Okay, so that's back to the full size. I'll do this one as well. No, what have I done? Oh yeah. Back to full size. Right, so back to full size. Now what we've got to do is move the whole thing over by 20 mil now. Drop these down. So we'll gain a bit more space. Yeah, why not? So we want to grab this bottom one. So grab that, move it over by 20 mil, is it? No, because that's got to move over as well. 40 mil. Move it over by 40 mil. And move these two over by 20 mil. Okay. And then come out of here and move these four down by 40 mil. Okay, so they're moved over by 40 mil, which takes up the space. Right, something not. Oh, yeah, because they've got to move out. They've got to move out 40 mil as well. These two have. So move them out at. Okay, that belongs to the other two. Right, that's fair enough. Right, so that and that. No, these two out 40 mil. Yeah. Them two out 40 mil. Okay, and then we need to move this one. So then we're going to go out 40 mil. Okay, so they're out 40 mil. And that's already the right size. So this one's got to come out 40 mil. So is this one. 40 mil. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so that means this one has got to be moved out 40 mil with these. There you go. Oh, they're not, no. So move them out 40 mil. And grab hold of this one and extend that out by 40 mil. Then move this out 40 mil. Okay, so we're back in business. As long as this one, none of them are greater than a meter, we'll be all right. If they are, we're in trouble. Yeah. Right, so what have we got now? So if we have every 20 mil holes all the way up, we can alter it up and down wherever you want, basically. Yeah. We'd have to align it up, make sure you're aligned. Right, so what have we got now? Right, so we've done that. We've brought them all the way down, but now these struts are too long. Bit too long. Right, let's have a look. God, this is complicated, isn't it? Very complicated. And it's red hot in here, by the way. Okay, so we got just have a look. What have we got? We actually grown in there. We haven't reduced these by 40 mil yet, which we need to do. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Let's do that now. Right, is it 40 mil or is it 20 mil? God, I can't remember. 20 mil. So push these back 20 mil. Or do we extend the work area by 20 mil? Yeah. Yeah, because we don't want to. Yeah, why not? Why not just extend the work area? Like we did, we went sideways, we can go forward. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's get a bit more. Yeah, why not? There we go. Right. Right, this is awkward, so I've got to move that one, that, and that over by 20 mil. Okay. Then I'll have to move this one over by 20 mil again. Is that right? $20 mil. No, it's got to go further than that. It's got to go another 20 mil. Because we got the corner slots in. Okay, so we've gained another 40 mil somewhere, maybe more. Right. Yeah, so these will be the wrong place now. So we've got to take these off. These 4, move them over. 20 mil, is it? Is it 20 mil? What have we done? Yeah. $20 mil. Okay, that makes sense. Right, so we've got to move them over now. Yeah. So we've got to move them over by 40 mil. God almighty, this is mad. 40 mil. Okay. Right, so we've got them there, and we can tie it into everything we need to tie it into. That won't tie into anything there. There's nothing there to tie it into. You could always lie it down the other way, I suppose. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Right, let's move this one over. This is touch and go. This is touch and go. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move it over. 20 mil, is it? Yeah, 20 mil. So now these should be the right size, and they should be the right size this way, which they are, apart from these need pushing out, don't they? So push them out 20 mil. For now, they're going to get in the way of the other ones, but we'll sort that out after. Wrong one. Okay. Yeah, they overlap, so this is not going to go there ultimately anyway, but I'll leave them in for now. Right, again over here. Where are we now? Okay, so we've got that sorted. Save it. Okay, so we've got that bottom bit done. Now it's this top runners. These top runners, yeah, they've got to be shrank as well. Yeah, so they've got to be sorted out as well. Right, so what we do is grab hold of these. Right, we need to move that over 20 mil. Come out one, and then grab this end. Grab all them, and move them out 40 mil. And grow this by 40 mil. I think it's 40 mil, I might have done that wrong. No, it should have been 20 mil. Yeah, because I moved it over by 20 mil, so I need to grow it 20 mil. Right, okay. Okay, so hang on, what's going on here? No, something's not right. What's not right? Oh yeah. It's right on the back, but we need to shrink it by 20 mil. Yeah, shrink it by 20mm. Well, okay. I might find that we can shrink it some more in a minute. We might find we can shrink some more. So 20mm. I'll grow it some more once we gain some more from other areas. Don't know. We don't want it too big though. Right, so we're overhanging there. Yeah, that's good. And we're fastened through like that. That's good so far. Okay. Right, we're doing alright so far, so that's okay. Makes more sense. That's okay there. So make you seasick, this will. Don't watch this, it's it's making me seasick, never mind anyone else. Oh my god. Let's open the door, it's very warm. We're going to need cooling fans at some point soon. Right, so hang on. Totally lost track now, let me have a sip. Have a sip of the drink. Let's check the audio, make sure we're not sounding out garbled again. At some point soon. Right, so totally lost track now, let's see. Yeah, I don't think we're sounding out garbled today. Alright, where did I get to? Right, so that one's got to come out as well. Jesus. Getting a headache here. Trying to either that shandy's strong. Probably is a bit strong. Right, let's bring this out. Okay, so where do we get to? So we've come up to there, that's fine. So just got to bring these fixings out now. And it's got to come out. Alright, so grab the fixings. Bring the whole thing out. It looks like it's going to be 40mm, doesn't it? It's gone from being fun to being headachy, this job. Anyway, it's no longer fun. It's not fun anymore. If you're going to bolt it to there, then why do you need this runner? You don't need the runner, do you, really? If you're going to bolt it to here, you don't need this runner. So that runner could just as well go at the top. The same at the back, maybe. Yeah. Same at the back. So, yeah, we've just simplified it a bit more. A lot to be learnt from playing with sections of aluminium or steel. Yeah, it's like anything. If you want to learn a subject, you need to steep yourself in the subject. Anyway, let's bring that one out next. God almighty. Right, so we need to bring that over here. Like 40mm. Okay, are we done? We're there. But because we're fastened there, there's no real reason to fasten that there. Might as well fasten it up the top. Anyway, we'll sort that out in a bit. Are we finished? Have we finished resizing and stuff? I don't know if we have. Let me have a look. Let's try and see it from a different perspective. Yeah, we're okay there. I'm trying to look all around here. Just like looking, it's like looking in a 3D goggles. Virtual headset. Okay, yeah, I'm liking it. Right. So all this, so we can get, because my sheets are 1 meter wide. Be nice to be able to slide the meter wide sheet in without having to cut it. I hate having to chop them down. It makes a right mess and noisy, and it's just stupid. Right, okay. So we look like we're alright there. Yes, these are weird, but don't worry about them. Probably won't even put them on. Probably won't put that next one on anyway. We'll leave it there for now. Right, so what have we done? We've extended some. Let's see what size we've got now. We should have a meter length here. Between there and there, 1 meter length. Yeah. 1.12 meters. Why have you got 1.12 meters? Can't have 1.12 meters. We have, haven't we? We've got 1.12 meters. So I'll put it there like that. Right, so that's the end of it. Can't have 1.12 meters. Right, so 1 meter. We got 1 meter. That's fine. So that's your meter. So we haven't got to mess with them at all. We haven't even got to chop them or anything. And that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Not having to mess with. Okay. I'm liking this. So let's put this. How far up can they go? Oh, I'm getting dizzy watching all this. Sorry about if this is making people feel sick and dizzy. Some things just shouldn't be streamed. 139. So let's move these up. Oh, that's not the one, is it? Yeah, it is. And that one there, that outer one. Move them up. 139. Okay. The good news is we can put our panels in again now. We can put our panels in. And we've still got our gantry to move back and forth, which is good news. Good news. We're making better use of our materials now. So better use of our materials. Okay. So that's the height we need to run at. Okay, this tube is sort of boxed in now a bit as well. Okay. So we've got right, so is that 1 meter as well? Yeah. What's 1 meter here? So that's 1 meter. That's 1 meter. That's 1 meter. That's 1 meter. So what's this one? Is that 1 meter? Is that going to be 1 meter? Yeah, it's 1 meter. So we've got 5 at 1 meter. 5 at 1 meter instead of 4. Oh, 2 at 1 meter. We've now got 5 at 1 meter. Okay, let's change that then. 5 times 1 meter. So no longer got 2 at a meter. Oops. So we've got 5 at a meter. Okay, 5 at a meter. What else have we got? All these others gone out the window. I've got 4 at 230. Have we got? Are these two set? These are no longer 770, are they? Let's find out what they are now. So I've got 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at a meter, and 1, 2, 3, 4 at something else. I think we left them the same. We just made this space. Yeah, we left them the same. Right, so we left them the same. So we've got 4, and then 4 of them. That's all true. We got 5 at a meter instead of 2, so these 2 have gone out the window, so that's gone. So we've got less things to cut. Less things to cut. Got 4 cuts to do, plus this one. So 5 at a meter. Don't get anything left over there. Okay, so cutting list is getting smaller. Right, now this one's going to be different again as well. It's no longer 970, the gantry one. Let's measure the gantry one. Right, 980.85. Right, so we've got only a bit to cut off. Only a bit to cut off. Let's make sure they're all the way over. Yeah, they're in. The wheels are lined up. They're in and the wheels are lined up, yeah. So what was it, 980.85? 980. So we've got another 40 mil on there, so 1 times 980.85. That one goes. Okay. And then we've got a piece, an offcut at 19. 1 times 19.15. Which is neither here nor there. Less than 20 mil piece. It's no good to anyone. Right. Okay. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lengths. And we're not wasting a whole lot. Yeah, that's one length. 770, 230 is a meter. We've got to lose a little bit off the top, whatever the width of the blade is. These are as they are. That's great. We haven't got to cut the 1 meter things down, all 5 of them. We've just got to trim 19.15 off the end of one of them. And these have got to be cut at 770. Either that or as equal as they can be. So all these offcuts are the same. Right, okay. Right, let's have another look at it then. See what's going on with it now. Okay. 1745. Ah, nobody's found me. Right, I think I've left my phone downstairs. Let me go away and come back. Back in a Right, back with you in a second. It's one of those days. It's supposed to be Sunday, but all hell breaks loose as as it does. All hell breaks loose. It's all sorts going on. It's mental. Anyway, so have a look at this a minute. Something went wrong. Okay, try again, all over again. Oh dear. Yeah, I've got to end the stream about 25 past 6. Okay. Alright, I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay. Phones, they're horrible. Horrible things, phones. They'll probably outlaw them in the future. They'll say, it's doing people's heads in. Yeah, it'll make you mentally ill, a phone will, if you're not careful. Oh, God. Hang on. Oh, God. I hate phones sometimes. Right, so we've got a bit of a weird gantry going on. We've got it's stabilised with the same bit that runs on, which is always a good idea. Stabilised from the bottom, and yeah. Right, hang on. Don't know what's going on. Oh, I see. God almighty. They're trying to drive us insane with all these passwords. Too many passwords. Okay, nearly there. Go for it. You got to fight for what you want. Too many obstacles to say you can't do it or whatever. Okay, that's it. All done. Oh God, I'm actually going swimming for the first time in 2 weeks because last week they called it off. I'm hoping they don't call it off tonight because I could do with the swim. It's not so much, it's physical exercise, but mental relaxation as well. Right, so yeah, so that strut that going across there actually rests on the table. That does, so it does need to be there. Yeah, so that needs to be there. So the IKEA table, it rests on it, or your bench. It rests on your bench. It'll probably be fastened to it with one of these little corner brackets. I've got to put them in everywhere as well. So we've got this at the top. Our bed is, this is our bed. So you put your plastic in here, and if you want to, you'd have to put something here 40mm, maybe the grill. I'll have to find out what size. Anyway, we've gained something. Let's see what we've gained. We've definitely gained something. Cutting area B. Where's cutting area B gone? I seem to have lost cutting area B for some reason. Let's hide the table. Ah, it's underneath, that's why. Why is it underneath? Don't know why it's underneath, it just is. Right, that's the top of the table. Right, I don't know why it's ended up down there. Let's put it back where we can get at it. Needs to come up, I don't know how far up. Say for 40mm. Probably not enough. No, wasn't quite enough. Let's go again. Another 40 mil. 30 mil. Yeah, that'll do. I tell you what we ought to do. We ought to put it in the center of the beam, sort of. Let's leave it there for now. Right, my brain is fried now. So we've gained some more size on this now. We have gained a bit of space, so we've not gained anything. Have we gained anything? Why? Oh, hang on. We want parallel projection. No, we've not gained anything here, but we've gained this way and that way by doing it this way. Okay. Right. So I don't know how far we've gained. Let's measure. That's 40 mil. So probably just 40 mil, isn't it? Alright, let's move that over 40 mil. Okay. And it looks like we've gained this way as well. Don't know how far we've gained this way. 40 mil. I think we gained 40 mil that way as well. Fantastic. Fantastic. So the new size is, let's get rid of that one. The new size is something wonderful. 823 by 550. 823 by 550. Place there. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So I've done that without even lengthening any of these poles. Apart from the width, got rid of some scrap metal that we were going to cut off and throw away. And we've almost got the structure for our upper canopy. And we've got a bit of a space here. So, how far is that there? How high is that? Let's go from the top of there to there. 102 mil. We've got 100 mil there. Our box is 80 mil high actually, our box. Power supply. So put the PSU in. It's 80 mil high. So if we rotate it like that, put it somewhere down. Okay, it's not wanting to go down. So if it can be put like that and bolted to it. It's not going. It's not going to snap. I've gone inside it. Come on, you can do it. No, go on. Difficult to do. We'll get it there in the end. We'll push it in place. We'll get it there. We'll make it fit. so it's not in the way. By making it low profile, it's done a good thing to it. So we have to mount it there, and all our cables can go. We need to work out our other stuff as well. Right, let's bring it over. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright, so we've got that 150 by 150 by 80. We need to bring that up. Actually, that needs to go a little bit lower. Although the lid will probably be fastened to this, whatever. Let's see how low can we go. We can go lower. Oh, yeah, we can go lower. Let's go lower by... How much distance we got here? Let's have a look. How much distance we got here? I can't see it from that angle. 13 mil. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now. Right, that's good. We'll leave it there. So the panel can go over here as well. So this section doesn't lift up. Why do you need to lift the whole lot up anyway? I don't. Do you even need to lift it up? Yeah, for maintenance. Of course you do. You could just unscrew the plastic off and just put it on when you're finished. Put your material in through the front. Anyway, right, so we've done quite a lot now. There's some looking at, hard to see sometimes. Hard to see. So we've got somewhere for the power supply to go. It's not in the way, which is pretty handy. We'd have to make some kind of shelf to sit it on, or put some of those little brackets in here. Might have to move over a bit. We've even got the capability for a longer laser if we need it. We can bring it down a bit there because we kept it low profile. Wiring can be attached with against this runner here with clips. T nut in cable clips, or even, and then we've got to work out the drag chain. Is it a drag chain? Is that the right word for it? A drag chain. Anyway, so yeah, adjustable height by having holes here every 20 mil all the way up. Adjustable height. So we'll sort that out. We're short of a few runners. I've got some angles. Let's have a look. Will this angle fit? Alright, what we got here? So we've got all the way over. We need to go 770 plus. So we need to do 800. 800 long. So I've got two pieces of angle. Let's have a look. Two pieces of angle. Will they be 800 long? I have no idea. Wouldn't it be wonderful if it was? Right, we've got 500 there. Oh, just short. Just short, maybe. Let's draw on it with a pencil. 500 plus. Ah, that's a shame. We got 780. So we got 600, 700, and 82 and a half. 82. 782. We're about 15 mil short. So we could, they're 20 mil either end, 15 mil short. So these could be used to overlap. So they would fit across here actually. They could fit across there. The angles across here, and it would reach, but you'd have to step it back halfway. But then it would look pretty horrible. Pretty horrible it would look, maybe. What time we got now? 1809. Gotta go away for an interim just for a minute. Back. Right, oh my god. Anyway, so we've got some angles, whether we use them or not. So you could hinge the plastic. You need some structure across there, I would say. Yeah, you need something across here. We could do with a gantry, an overhead gantry for a camera anyway. So we're probably going to need some more of this stuff rather than use the angle we got. So we've got removable. If we put the panels back in, they're going to be too long. They're not the right size anymore, so and they're too far back. Let's bring them forward. 40 mil, I think it's 40 mil. Right. Is that right? Or is it more? Yeah, that's right. Too high, so I think we've got to lower it by 40 mil. No, it's more than 40 mil, isn't it? I don't know. Alright, let's lower it. Let's say 80 mil. No, not quite. A bit too much. But if we lifted them up like that, we could still have our pass through. Or if we want to, yeah, we probably want it to, yeah. Don't know. Let's just make them the right size. They're supposed to be removable. If you need to pass something through, you have to take the panels out. Is that right? Let's try. There you go. 20 mil, right. So 20 mil, a bit higher, 20 mil higher. Okay. And then we need to be longer by, is it 60 mil? Probably 60 mil, isn't it? 40 mil. So we'll move that one over by actually let's move them both over by 40 mil. Say 20 mil. Then extend this one by 20 mil. Okay, so we've got our panels that just bending somehow. What about the back of that? Are they looking okay? Yeah, they're alright. Okay, you've got front and back laser proof panels, if you can get it, if any such thing exists. Some people say they're just coloured panels. Right. Now we've got our gantry here. I'll tell you what I did want to check. I wanted to check whether we could get a meter in there. Oh, we can now, can't we? We can get a meter. We can get a meter in because they're exactly a meter long. So we can push a meter through. Yeah. Okay, that's pleasing. It means I haven't got to cut my panels down. Right, so I'm going to need some extra materials here. Probably I need to buy some more of this stuff. Who'd have thought, eh? So we need to could do with knowing that how high they got to go up. So we know they're 230, aren't they? 230. So if we lift them from the top, that's the height. So 190. So we want two of them. Copy and lift them up to 190. Oh, we seem to have duplicated the whole thing. Does it matter? Maybe not. Right, so we've got... Yeah, we'll take them off after a little day. So that's our top frame. So you can adjust the bed. Well, it's not the bed you're adjusting. It's the height of this you're adjusting. So it goes... If you wanted to, you could do every 10 mil. Another set of holes every 10 mil. Or you could not drill it through, put your square in and fasten it and just tighten it where you want it, but you'd have to get your set square, so you probably wouldn't need these then. You put your just grab yourself one of these. Yeah, just put it in there. I suppose that's a better way of doing it. Yeah. So we'll have to twist it over first, and then twist it round. top of here. Right. So you can have one there. You can have two actually. Two for reinforcement. These aren't quite the wide ones, these ones. These aren't the best ones. They're smaller. Right, they're not quite in the right place, but close enough. They'll be put in manual anyway, so you can have two there. Another two here. So, let's just flip them. Flip along the red now. Flip along, I don't know which way it is. Flip along the green. No. Flip along the blue. And then push. No, I don't want to move them. Undo, move. Push them up to flush with them. Yeah, so you won't have to drill them. You just adjust the holes wherever you want them. Okay. So you've got four there to hold that. That should be strong enough for anything. So you just measure up and then tighten it up. Check your spirit level, whatever you want to do. Which means these can go away. Oops. Delete. Okay. That can go away, and probably the same idea here, all that can go away. That's the idea, it looks nice and strong. You wouldn't get another one in there though. That's the only problem, so you might only be able to have two. Actually you'd have to lose the one. You can have the one below, two at top. So this one would have to turn around. Flip along the blue. And then you'd have to lower this one down. That's it, so you could get one that way for that. That one that way, yeah. And you could put another one of these in between there and there. Give it stability that way, another two that way, yeah. So that's going to take a while to go through all that lot, but anyway, that's how it works. I'm making this up as I go along. What time we got? Yeah, I've got another few more minutes. Right, so it's looking good so far. You don't need these, but it might help. You can fasten them to the table with these corners. Got plenty of these. You won't need that, so that can go as well, and probably all this can go. Yeah, all that can go. So I'll tie that up later on when I come back. Do I live stream again? Not possibly. Yeah, possibly. Live stream because it catalogues it. If anyone comes back and says you've copied my thing, I'll say, well actually go and have a look, you'll realise I haven't copied anything because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm new to this. Right, that's the door gone. Give me a second. God. right back again. Oh my god, what a panic this place. Oh my. Anyway, so we've got plenty of them. I've got a feeling I'm going to need more. How many did I get? I've got a feeling I'm going to need more. A lot more. How many get? I don't know how many's in there. 20 maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to need a lot more. And I've got to get going in a minute, so I'll catch you later on tonight, maybe, if I've got any energy left. Oh dear me. Is the audio been any good? Was it broke down? Let's have a look. The audio's broke down. Yeah, sorry about the audio. I'm gonna have to change my computer or something. I don't know what it is. I ain't got a clue what it is. It lasts for about 20 minutes, then goes. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. I don't know whether you listened, but I'll probably turn the audio off. Anyway, that's it. Let's just sort that out. And I'll carry on with some later on today. Bye for now. Thanks for watching on that with here. Ta-ra.
The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency. This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Korak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.